Good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we are continuing our look at Before the Shadow and the quests. And first off, we're going to start by saying hello to this lady here, Miss Winna. Well, good morning, Miss Winna. Did you need something?
You are an adventurer. My husband was once like you, but he gave it up to settle down.
You are an adventurer. My husband was once like you, but he gave it up to settle down and have a family, and never looked back. But I do have need of an adventurer today, if you're interested in helping me. My husband has lost a boot. Oh, it's not just any boot. It's his favorite, and it would be a shame to discard the remaining one just because he misplaced its mate. He lost it walking out by the edge of the wade water to the north, and upon getting stuck in the mud, it just came free of his foot. If you could find it and bring it back to me, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so you want me to go find your husband's boot. Okay. Now, there seems to be another ring around here somewhere. And while we're here, are there any interiors? I don't think I've even looked for any yet, and usually I will look for interiors in a town. Okay, that's blocked off. Well, we know that there's the blacksmith shop. Oh, there's a provisioner shop. Nothing there. Let's go check out the provisions. It's basically just a little storeroom. And I noticed something had actually attacked me. What was it? Not sure, I don't see it now. Oh, nice little place. I don't see too many inside. No, not too many interiors at all. Kind of disappointed in that. The game needs more interiors. You need to be able to go inside more things. Alright. Now we have... How many quests do we have? Okay, we have that one, which we were going to do later. And then we have 4 others. So we have 5 total. And 4 of them look like ones we want to be doing right now. And that one is one of those quests where you are going up against a time limit. So, I can't see. Unfortunately, there's some glare on this screen. And it's right where I need to see. So we need to collect King's Foil and defeat Beast. Find the hill southeast of Howling Stones. Defeat Wargs at Howling Stones. And find Geralt's missing boot somewhere on the edge of the wade water. Alright. Wandering Plains Wolf. Alright. Well, here's some King's Foil. we only need one more king's foil. I do think we were supposed to be killing some animals too, right? Defeat beast, yeah. Oh, look, we leveled up. New skills available. Yes, yes, yes. We'll take care of that in a minute. New deed, smooth voice. Ooh, bit of clutter out here. Oh, I guess you count. Yep, you count. Alright. Wandering Plains Wolf. Another one. Okay, so that's enough animals. We just need one more king's foil right here. Alright, so that took care of that one. Now let's go find a man's boot. Because obviously this must be a very special boot if he's fussed about losing it, right? A very pretty landscape. It's just a little cluttered. And sometime they'll realize that this much clutter contributes to the lag. Come on, everybody say hi to Miss Carol. She's feeling much better after the temporary move. She spent the first 2 days pretty much hiding under whatever surface of furniture she could find, only coming out to eat and use her litter pan. But if you can hear the back and forth over there, it's pretty clear she's feeling ever so much better. Oh, this is further than I thought it was. Well, that's okay. Oh, look at that. Ooh, ruins. Isn't that great? Oh, look at that. Oh, we're definitely... If these quests don't lead me there soon, I am definitely going to have to go either way. Because, yay. I like that. Unless... Where are we? Where are we? Literally, where are we? Oh, it might help if I was paying attention. Excuse me. I was looking at the map and you were rude and interrupted me. Well, I guess we could figure that out later. Oh, look, it's an Urk. Excuse me. I want to talk to you. New deed, Urk Slayer Swansleet. A suspicious object in the mud might just be Geralt's favorite boot. He pulled an old and very dirty boot from the mud. It was really stuck there. Okay. Now, next spot we have to go to is way, way out that way. Now at this point we are going to get on a horse. And things could just chase us. They keep wanting to go over to where the copper deposit is, but I forget this isn't Nedriel, and she has no crafting skills yet. I wonder if I should give her one. Woodworking might be nice. She'd be able to make her own instruments. Explorer would also be good, because then she can make her own armor. The other good choice for, I think, would be maybe a scholar? Don't know. Well, we don't even know if we're going to be on her that much after we get done with the new area, so we have time to think it over. A southern footpad. Oh, you're a brigand. Hello. I don't mind if I do. New deed. Brigand Slayer of Swanfleet. Alright, so we are not that far from where we need to go. We need to find the hill. And we need to defeat the warg. This seems to be the hill Alvaerelle described. From this vantage point, the basin through which runs the Old South Road seems mostly quiet. Alright. You're not a bore. Leave me alone. Oh, look at the grouse. It's so cute. Hi. Oh, you're a cutie pie. Oh, don't worry. Nobody's gonna mess with you. So we have wolves in here. Alright. I'm assuming if I see wolves, the warg's got to be around here somewhere. Probably not in those bushes, though. Maybe up top. Up. Turn around, girl. Thank you. Alright. Some Craven here. Crabane. Another wolf. Huh, the Craven don't seem to be attacking. Heralds of Swan Fleet. New deed. Falling Stones. Alright. See, we can't find our Worgen here. Backpack. Some poor adventurer has met his unfortunate end here. And I just stole his loot. You now have the ability to ride a basic steed. Because I didn't do that 4 levels ago. Literally, I was able to do that at level 1. Okay. Wolf. 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 Huh. Okay, you could come back here. What mail did I just get? Well, I have the Bingo Botham quest. And we have, oh, the comb quest for the help with the stables. Never, don't think I've ever really done that on any of my characters, except maybe one. It was so long ago, I don't even remember what the benefits were. Too far away. Lots of wolves. Oh, this kind of reminds me of the Shire quest where you're where you're with the you're looking for that warg near the Bridgefield walls. Come on. Come on, Wargy Wargy, where are you? Too bad I can't get up there and look around. Oh, there's another wolf. Lots of wolves. Don't know what this place used to be, but that's a nice arch. Yeah, nice big tree. Well, no, that's not a tree. Or it might have been a tree at one point. It's not anymore. Don't get the chance to really hear the music that much. We got here. Treasure of Swanfleet. I don't know what I got. I found an ancient treasure cache. Okay. Not know I could do that at such a low level. To keep my eyes open for more of those. Okay. Yeah, I don't get a chance to hear the battle music, but for a few seconds of it. The warg isn't here, but you find some warg tracks to follow. The tracks continue south into Howling Stones. The trail ends at a grisly scene. Perhaps the deer's body holds clues to the warg's whereabouts. The warg emerges from the shadows to defend its meal. That's not a warg, that's a wolf. Oh, that's a warg. Shoot. Come on. Come on, girl. You can do this. Very, very, very close. You have slain the warg of Howling Stones. Give the news to Clud. Okay. And you gonna have to do better than this, Miss Alvaerelle. Okay, so let's get back on a horse and get back to town. Ah, something's following me. He can chase me. That's okay. Actually, we were not nearly as far away from town as I thought we were.
Mossward is not the only village in Swanfleet. The stable master can help you check on the others.
Thank you for the king's foil, and for helping dissuade some of the more aggressive creatures from straying too near the village. Against such beasts, Alvaerelle and Bevan and the others of the guard are more than a match, but against orcs I fear they will be outclassed. The question now is whether Madthrung's band was alone, or if there are others of his kind waiting for their next chance to strike. Mossward is not the only village in Swanfleet. Can I ask you to check on the Stoors who live nearby? Visit the stable master here in the village for a quick means of traveling to the village of Clegger in the Stoorvales. They should be told what happened in Mossward and guard themselves against possible attack. The stable master is to the southwest and provides efficient travel options for searching distant lands. Okay. So who are you, and what did you want?
Could I speak with you a moment?
Really? You want me to collect Kingsfoil? The Kingsfoil herb works wonders. I'm grateful that Meneldir shared his knowledge with us, though I wish he didn't wait until a crisis to do so. In any case, we need more if we hope to continue treating the injured with such efficacy. Now that I know what it looks like, I realize that Kingsfoil grows aplenty in the Howling Stones to the southeast. I'd be grateful if you could gather more. Just watch out for the wolves. I hear they are ill-tempered of late. Yeah, maybe when I head out there next, I will grab your Kingsfoil. Larry?
All appears quiet? That is good, but I will not relax my guard.
All appears quiet. That is good, Alvaerelle, but I will not relax my guard. There are more locations to scout, for there are several places from which the Uruks or others of their ilk might approach.
You know the road that passes through Swanfleet, of course.
You know the road that passes through Swanfleet, of course. It begins on this side of the old city of Tharbad and runs east past the Wadewater until it reaches Innswaith. There are not as many travelers along it as once there were, but Mossward is still a sheltered place of rest for those who come this way. Might it also serve to speed Uruks and other orc kind on their raids? Will you follow the tracks that run from the north gate of Mossward until it meets up with the road? Once there, I would appreciate if you took a look, as you did before. You should be able to see both east and west for quite a distance, and if there are more raiders about, you might see them. Alright, so you want me to do some more lookout. I know I have more quests to turn in. Now you have a quest. What, would I just open the floodgates?
Have you been to the Stoorvales?
Have you been to the Stoorvales? I was once a traveler, but I met my wife here and chose family. I never made it out that far. I've heard fascinating tales from my friend of a floating village overlooking the river. I would have loved to witness this place. If you'd like to see it for yourself, you could talk to my friend, Larry Grud. You'll find her southeast of here, past the Howling Stones, in a town called Clegger. Okay, so we can take his quest, because it's going to head out to a place we're heading. Now, I had... Where are you? I know I had another I can turn in right now. And this is always the downside of a new area. You don't know your way around just yet. So you end up looking like a doofus. There you are. Hi, Winna.
You found it. He is going to be so happy.
You found it. He's going to be so happy, Alvaerelle. You should bring it to him. He used to be an adventurer, you know, and he traveled far and wide helping folk with their problems. Sometimes I think he fills the head of our boy Tegwin with too many tales of his old adventures, but maybe if he hears about some of yours, It will satisfy his appetite for the things. I think Geralt is by the north gate, wearing his old leather shoes. Alright. North gate. Where Menelder is? Menelder? Well, that's Marion, who has a quest for me now.
The raid on Mossward by that band of Uruks has left our defenses in a terrible state, friend.
The raid on Mosswood by the band of Uruks has left our defenses in a terrible state, friend. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, could I ask you to collect fallen branches from the bases of trees outside the town? With them, we will be able to patch up holes in the outer palisade and replace some of the wood burned down during the attack. I know it does not sound like a very important task, but it would truly be a big help to us. With so many good folk injured and slain during the raid, Larry thinks we should focus on the small things we can do something about. I suppose I see her point. It just keeps going and going and going. Alright. Now, we're still looking for... what's his name? Oh, we found another turn-in.
How can I be of service?
I'm glad to see you return safely and victorious. With any luck, the wolves will return to their usual selves before too long, though it may take some time. There is something foul in the air, and I fear our troubles are not entirely over. Still, I think the people of Mossward can breathe a bit easier now, in no small part thanks to your heroics. Alright. We are still looking for... Geralt. Geralt. I don't know if I should call him Geralt or Geralt. I mean, I know in The Witcher it's Geralt. This is not The Witcher. Oh, here you are.
What is this?
What is this? You hand his favorite boot to him, and Geralt stares at you with open-mouthed astonishment. Why have you brought me this? I thought I was rid of it.
That boot was one half of a pair that was dearest to my heart. They were my adventuring boots.
It is true, Alvaerelle. The boot was once half a pair that was dearest to my heart. They were my adventuring boots. They represent a life that I gave up to settle down with my wife Wenna, and now I only want to relive those days by telling tales of my exploits to my son Teg. Now these boots are my least favorite, for they remind me of those days, and sometimes the memory is painful. I thought I would lose one of them, better than have Wenna think I regret the choice I made to settle down. But here it is again, and it seems I will never be free of it. Did I not bring it far enough away? That must be it. Perhaps you could bring the boot further afield? Why not show it to one of the villagers in the Stoors? That is pretty far away, and one of the residents of Clegor might be able to find a use for such an old, well-worn boot as this. Okay, I wasn't quite expecting that, but he doesn't want the boots after all. 3, 4, 5, and I forgot. We actually can have up to 10 quests on the tracker now instead of just 5. So I keep looking to see what I need to get rid of, and the truth is, I don't need to get rid of anything. Amazing. Now, didn't I need to collect something? Suitable branches. Which is not far from here. So we might as well go ahead and do that. There's a lot of people here. Hello, random people. I hope you're having fun. Suitable branch. Oh, and I will apologize if I make some strange breathing noises. I am a little stuffed up. I have some allergies. And unfortunately, those allergies also happen to involve my favorite animals. Yes, I am saying I'm allergic to cats. But, you know, I'm not giving up the cats. I can deal with an occasional stuffed up nose and itchy eyes. Need to find... I think we were halfway done. Oh, didn't we have to do something else? Find the intersection. Well, this is the road, so we might as well do that while we're here. The meeting of ways is the one Alvaerelle described. Portions of the road are overgrown and lack cobbles, but you see no raiders. Okay. Very good. Now we need to find a few more sticks. Oh, there's one. Two. We need one more. Wow, actually is quite a town. It's a little bigger than I thought it was. It's not as big as Bree, but it's certainly bigger than Combe or Archet. Music's good. Very, very peaceful music. I'm really digging it. Come on. That's a Rowan branch. Those are Craven. There, suitable branch. Alright, let's turn these in.
I've heard there are many uses to which unassuming objects might be put.
I have heard there are many uses to which unassuming objects might be put, and one of those seemingly ordinary items is in great supply just outside Mossward. I speak of the craven that trouble the hills just to the north, Alvaerelle. If you defeat some of the winged pests and bring me their feathers, doubt not that you will marvel in the wide variety of potential uses those feathers might be put. And it will do the town some good to have fewer of the craven halfling travelers along the Old South Road. Some folk whisper that the birds spy for orcs and other evil creatures, but I do not have any proof of that. Alright. You're just going to keep me running back and forth, aren't you? Back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Ah, here we go, Larry.
You say you saw no sign of Uruk warbands along the road?
You
These
say-
are good tidings.
You say you saw no sign of Uruk warbands along the road? These are good tidings, for it means the road is still a boon for Mossward, and not a bane, as I feared it might become. That road has been key to Mossward's survival for my entire life. The portion of it we know begins at Thorbad, and although the road itself is broken in places and obscured by foliage, it runs through Swanfleet and passes on into Inadwaith. From there it enters Dunland, leads through the Gap of Rohan, and continues on into Gondor. They say it passes Minas Tirith and eventually ends at a port city along the coast, although I have never journeyed to that land. And of course she has another one.
Request of you, and then I will be satisfied.
I have one more request of you, and then I will be satisfied. This may be more dangerous than your earlier scouts, and if you hesitate to accept the task, I will understand. The old city of Thorbad is to the northwest of Mossward. It has not been the thriving center of trade as it was during the height of earlier kingdoms for hundreds of years, and has been abandoned ever since floodwaters took the last of its great bridges. Alvaerelle raises an eyebrow. Abandoned by good folk, Alvaerelle. Has it begun in my den of Uruks? Is that from where Madthrug's raiding band came? This, then, is my dangerous request. I ask that you go to the gates of Thorbad and look for some sign of an insignia he wore, the mark of the White Hand. Beware, for if Thorbad is truly held by forces of evil, you may be better served by keeping from their notice and not engaging in battle. Thorbad is to the northwest of Mossward. Go just to the gate, mind you, and no further. Alright, so what else do we have? We need to deliver the branches. Okay. And I swear every time I do something, more quest rings pop up. Not that one. That one we already know about. Is there a ring in here? Yeah, there is. Scardy?
Have you a moment?
The quest must be unlocked on your account and can be purchased from the LOTRO store. You received enough LOTRO points to cover the purchase from a little extra Never Hurts Part 1. To purchase the quest, click on the button in the lower left side of the quest dialog window that says Unlock Quest. This will bring you to the web store interface. From there you could choose to spend LOTRO points to gain access to the quest. You could use the store for a multitude of purchases, including access to regional questing, consumable items, expansion packs, craft recipes, cosmetic items, mounts, and much more. So basically, this is the quest that you would take to get your riding skill. if I didn't already have it. But I'm curious about this steed, so we'll accept it.
Our need is dire.
Excellent news. Accept the mount. It will carry you to and from battle, but it's not fit for fighting. Yes, I already know. I have the passive riding skill already. I was more interested in that. Alright, so they give you a free starter horse too. That's nice. Definitely a far cry from the people saying that it's hard to get 95 LOTRO points to buy the riding trait in the store. And where do you get, you know, a steed, and or complaining that they have to do X number of quests, or not X number, you have to do a specific quest at level 20 to do it. Alright. That's not what I wanted. I want skills. Yeah, there's my Elder Slade boar. Little extra steed. Alright. I'm just kind of surprised that they're willing to give up the LOTRO points that, or yeah, the LOTRO points that could be spent on the riding trait, but I guess they're finally willing to do that. Now if they'll just take the keys out of the shop and return them to drops from landscape mobs again. Because I have never bought one, I will never buy one. Ah, here you are. I brought you your wood.
Thank you for these branches. I will see to making use of them.
Thank you for these branches. I will see to making use of them to patch the holes in our defenses, and perhaps some of the larger branches can be used for tool making. Small items have gone missing of late, for no reason I could tell, and we need to replace them. This has been the life of a Mossward town guard ever since they took me on. If orcs are loose in Swansfleet, that may be about to change.
Perhaps you could help me once again.
They do say change comes slowly, and for now I have other matters to which I must attend. Or perhaps you could help me once again. Marion smiles broadly. That's the spirit. Now there won't be any urge to face this time, but until last night, this was the most common complaint among the townspeople. Alvaerelle says we should handle simple things first. Well, what could be more simple than doing something about the squeaky hinges on doors in Mosswood? Cadogan insists he ran outside to attack the raiding Urks, but they were alerted to his approach by the loud squeak of the door to his home. I'm not sure I believe the story, for it is much more likely that he was running into his house when the hinges gave him away, but who could say for certain? All the same, Scardy Benblade should have a bottle of grease you can use to oil the hinges of the door into the healer's shop and the door of Cardigan's house, which are two squeakiest offenders. That's funny. There's a lot of people here. People were definitely interested to see the changes.
Whenever anyone needs something, they come first to me instead of checking the storehouse.
You need a bottle of grease to use on the hinges of squeaky doors throughout Mossward? Whenever anyone needs something, they come first to me instead of checking the storehouse. He apologized to Scorty for assuming he has such an item. I do have a bottle of just what you need. That's not the point. Ah, fine, take it. While you're at it, how about you test it out on the hinges of my door there? I have noticed a bit of a squeak in the hinges lately, with everyone coming and going at all hours in search of fine goods. A good amount of grease applied to the hinges has put an end to the squeaking. I don't know, I still heard it squeak. Alright, so where are we putting this stuff? Not here. The healer and this guy. Alright, come on. There's the healer shop. Okay. It's another interior. You put an end to the squeaking in the healer's shop door. Excuse me. Nice variety of beets and carrots there. A fine variety of herbs. A small garden. Nice. One more. That's the blacksmith. The healer shop was right next to it. There's Wenna. Oh, not this way. Quite lively here. Ah, door hinges. I love it, just says door hinges. How odd, the squeaking is only getting louder. Oh, it's a rat. Well, you know. You put an end to the squeaking, though not the way Marion intended. Perhaps not. Not exactly what he meant, but it worked. I think I went the wrong way. Well, we'll skate around the outer wall here. And there he is.
How fared your efforts against the squeaky doors of Mossward?
How fared your efforts against the squeaky doors of Mossward? You tell Marion about what transpired, and he covers his eyes with a weary hand. Rats in the village? I don't like the sound of that, Alvaerelle. Having rats loose in the town could be a danger to the food stores. I'll see what I can do. Between the Uruks and the rats, it's a wonder to me that I ever thought of life as guard might be an uneventful one. Thanks all the same, friend. We here in Mossward will manage. We always do. Okay, is that the last of... Anybody else want to hand off anything to me before I go find the stable? No? I mean, except the one that would like me to race somewhere. Again, you can wait. I'll be honest, not my favorite type of quest. Especially if I don't know an area. If I know it, and I know it pretty well, that's one thing. Where's their stable? Obviously, clearly, I don't know this place very well if I'm looking for the stable right now. Stable master.
What can I do for you?
We are headed to Kilger, and they have very kindly unlocked that travel for us. We could go the fast way or the slow way. Unfortunately, we're going to go the slow way because it costs a lot less. And I actually don't have that much coin on me. But we might get a nice little view of things, so it shouldn't be too bad. Granted, it's going to be a nighttime view, but still, it's going to be a nice little view. So, if this is the actual south road that runs into Enadwaith, can you accidentally go to Region or Enadwaith by following the road? I'm pretty sure I saw... It had to have been Louis. But I'm pretty sure I saw that that was the case. Which would be quite exciting, because you would definitely be running for your life. I see me level 6, mobs in Enadwaith are in the 60s, or even the mobs here are out leveling me at this point. That's fine. They'll give us quite the challenge. Oh, this Carol just went skitter-scatter down the hallway. You have discovered Clegger. Now it's Clegger. Not certain. This is the village of Clegger, home to the Stoors. Braylon Windbutch eyes the well-worn old boot you carry.
That is an interesting artifact you carry. It must have quite a story, I imagine.
That is quite an interesting artifact you carry. It must have quite a story, I imagine. You tell Braylon Windbuck about Geralt's complicated feelings about the boot, and about Wenna's belief that it remains her husband's favorite. Well, unlike some folk of other villages in the Stoorvales, I believe that it is always best to be honest. But if you can't manage that, for one reason or another, then perhaps a compassionate solution is second best. Braylon produces a pretty flower from somewhere about her person, scoops up a handful of dirt, and puts both inside the well-worn boot. You bring this back to our former adventurer's wife, and tell her that her husband asked for the Stoors to craft this delightful little planter. Perhaps it isn't the most honest of solutions, but I think in this way everyone might be made happy. And that is pretty good too, wouldn't you say? Okay. Well, I mean, that's creative. Prologue, Chapter 3.
Welcome to Clegor, finest of the villages to be found in the Stoor Vales.
Welcome to Clagor, finest of the villages to be found in the Stoor Vales. May I ask the reason for your visit? You explained that the village of Mossward was recently attacked by a raiding party consisting of goblins and orcs, and the ranger Maneldir fears other similar bands may endanger the villages of the Stoor Vales. Oh my, are you certain? We have not had much trouble for, well, longer than I can remember. That's for sure. Who would threaten the Stoors?
The mayor must be told of this.
The mayor must be told of this, even if the very idea is preposterous. It's not that I don't believe you, it's just that the folk here have lived peacefully for so long. We keep to ourselves, and we like it that way. Climb up the path to the south and tell the mayor what you told me. Malmadog will know what to do about this if anything must be done. Okay. Up the path. I guess she means up there somewhere. Ha! Even here, the hobbits have sunflowers. She did mean up here.
What's that? Goblins and orcs?
What's that? Goblins and orcs? Ordinarily, I would say you were spinning tall tales and send you on your way without supper. But there was a good deal of excitement in the night a few hours past, and some of the hunters were sent out, never came back. I was worried about them, but I am even more concerned that without the meat they were supposed to bring back, our food stocks will be thinner than planned. You don't need me to tell you that autumn can turn to winter quite unexpectedly, no matter how pleasant the mornings or afternoons might seem. And he who does not plan for the night will find himself hungry by morning. I will consider what you have told me, but I will consider it more quickly if you bring back some choice cuts of meat from the beasts of the Stoor Vales. Bring them to Kaneda Moltgig, or Butcher, at his shop down the hill. So you want me to go hunt for you while you consider my news. Okay. Alright. Let's head back to Mossward, because we have a present to deliver, and we shouldn't leave a lady waiting for her present. And I just used a swift travel. Ooh. How much gold do I have left? Probably not much. Oh, that's right. I need to look in my wallet. 7. There's Winna. Winna, dear.
What is this?
What is this?
What a beautiful gift!
Winna takes the old boot with the flowers sticking out of it, a huge smile lighting up her face. Oh, what a beautiful gift! Oh, my Geralt. What a dear man he is, and so thoughtful for him to give up his favorite boot for this delightful little planter. This is the finest anniversary gift I could have imagined. Do you know, I had believed he'd forgotten. I simply must have Scardy fashion a replacement boot in this exact style for my dear Geralt. Thank you again, Alvaerelle. Our family is in your debt for so many reasons. She's going to have an exact duplicate made of the boot. That's great. I don't know if Geralt's gonna think it's so great, but I do. Oh, you're not up here. Where are you, Geralt? Nope. I thought for sure he was at one of the towers. As usual, I'm probably wrong. Geralt, where are you? There you are. And I was wrong.
How did it go? Did you manage to get rid of that boots?
How did it go? Did you manage to get rid of that boot? You told Geralt about Rylan Winbuck's solution to the problem, and he thinks it over. Well, I never would have thought of that. The boot remains in my home, a reminder to me of my adventuring days, but without the connotations that I regretted my choice to settle down. And to my wife, it is a thoughtful present, a gift that ably demonstrates my commitment to the family. Miss Winbuck is quite clever. Let us hope she continues to use her skills for good and not for ill. Wait, did you say anniversary? I am fortunate indeed you came to Mossward, Alvaerelle. I had quite forgotten that was coming up. That was a close one, my friend. Thank you again. You're welcome. And with that, we've leveled up once more. Ooh, we're whole level 7 now. We have suitably solved a problem that we did not know was going to be a problem. And yeah, we've gotten to see a little bit of the area so far, including a Stoors village. Well, this is actually going to be rather interesting. And it looks like I might have at least one thing I should probably do off screen. I don't think anybody needs to see me collect Kingsfoil. But next time, well, we'll head back to the Stoors village and see what we could do to help them. And until then, bye for now.